our special all-contest edition of Scientific American Frontiers. We'll be racing around the country in cars like this. I'm Alan Alda. Join me now on Scientific American Frontiers. I bought this car a few years ago and I was really excited about it. What's so exciting about a 1985 Honda? Come on up, I'll show you. That's right, it's not really a Honda anymore. It's an electric car. 18 batteries, an electric charger, and up front, an electric motor. It's exciting because you feel like you're at the beginning of a new way of using energy, although there's still some pluses and minuses. It certainly puts the fun back in driving. You have to think about what you're doing. You have to plan your trip. Can I make it up that mountain? Can I get around the mountain? Is there going to be a plug on the other side? After a while, I really started to get interested in seeing some technological breakthroughs. Well, some of those breakthroughs may come from the people involved in our first contest.
Our first car at the line is the Solar Eagle 2 from Cal State University.
34 cars, 34 eager and hopeful teams line up in Arlington, Texas at the start of the 1993 race for electric cars powered just by sunlight. In pole position, Cal State Los Angeles, fastest qualifier and a top contender to finish first in Minneapolis 7 days from now. Dark solar panels, which make about enough electricity to run a hairdryer, cover the car's removable body shell. A couple of months earlier, I had visited the Cal State team for a closer look.
Get a lean on this?
You lean in the middle of this tube where there's a member. That's fine.
Team captain and engineering student, Ricardo Espinoza, explained the controls.
Is that the brake?
Yeah. Okay. Turn
Watch out.
The rules allow limited battery capacity on board. That's what's powering the car right now. But once the race starts, battery charging is permitted only with the solar panels.
Can't go fast enough to crash it, I don't think. Although he looks like it's going fast.
The Cal State car is certainly fast, but the cars will need more than speed. Energy efficiency, reliability, and teamwork inside the chase vans are going to be just as important.
There's some eye thunder heads over there.
Oh, we lost power. Things just went down. Pull over the side.
Out of power, guys.
Over.
Just 2 hours into the race, Cal State LA's chase van detects a fault in the car and radios the driver to pull over.
We're 20 minutes ahead. No breakdowns.
Start the panel out, Panel through.
Everything else? Get a fuse. We got a fuse now.
Always try the simple things first, but the fuse doesn't do it. This is getting serious. Out come the manuals. These cars are complex pieces of high technology developed over years, so Ricardo and his team have no idea if this is fixable. They'll try replacing the electronic black box that controls the motor, but while they're at work, their deadliest rivals sail by. First, the University of Michigan. Then Cal Poly, Pomona. At the midday stop, 80 miles from the start, Michigan rolls in first, followed within minutes by Pomona. All the way from Arlington, there's been full cloud cover, so everyone's had to run on batteries. Pomona's battery choice? Sears diehards.
Now that's interesting because there are batteries that are made for solar vehicles that are a little more complicated than that, right? And why do you use Sears diehard?
This time they're limiting the batteries and the solar cells to keep the cost down for most of the universities.
Universal choice for body shells is lightweight and relatively cheap composite materials.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Each part of it?
The whole car is composite material.
So a large percentage of this car is just air, right?
Yeah, if you think
in
of it that way.
between these honeycombs.
I was impressed with the car's technology, but I did feel its ease of use left something to be desired.
Take that out before the race. Huh?
Not to lean on any of these lifts here. The front side.
Of course, it's deliberately designed for a small driver, to keep the car light. Total weight for car, driver, and batteries will be less than 800 pounds.
The canopy's right about here.
So I can't do this. So I see.
With the top of the car.
If with the top of the car on, yeah, I see this. So is that hooked? No, wait, you have to get your feet.
You gotta get your feet up here under the pedals, and then hook up the seat, actually.
You really need a shorter person.
Yeah.
I can't get the second leg in. I could drive this, but I'd have to keep one foot on the ground, which is good for braking. Yeah. Or is that the braking system? We didn't talk about the braking system yet.
That's our third braking system.
As day one ends, everybody's still running on batteries. This is George Washington University, third place after Michigan and Pomona. And this is Stanford running fourth, but over an hour behind the top three, who are all within 9 minutes of one another. The overnight stop is Ada, Oklahoma, 160 miles from the start. The cars have been able to do that on batteries alone, but now they have to get some sun. Well, the sun was out in Ada, so the leaders had several hours to charge up after they arrived. And that's what the top teams expected.
We have a very good weather predicting capability, and if the weather changes a lot, we can deal with that better than other teams.
To get maximum sunlight from today's conditions, it was worth using precious battery power to get here fast.
We went from cloudy to rain to sun to rain to sun. And when you have all that changing, you really got to be on top of things.
For top speed, the cars can use solar power and batteries together. Tomorrow, that should be possible.
The preliminary reports that we had a day ago said that the weather would improve for tomorrow. So we should have more sun available, and I think our batteries will be in pretty good shape after today.
Tomorrow's conditions should suit Cal State LA with their fast car, but they've lost 4 hours.
We are probably better than we could be. We could be stuck in the road. We were lucky that we could get the car running, and our motor controller, or 2 of them blew up, and we got back on the road.
Michigan, go.
Day 2. And once again, the top 3 are racing toward the sun that's been predicted for the afternoon. Only minutes separate Michigan, Pomona, and George Washington, although the stragglers are now 12 hours behind. Under full power conditions, George Washington's lightweight car could be faster than Pomona or Michigan. So today, GW makes a push for the lead. Pomona manages to keep up, and soon they're both out ahead, running at top speed, about 45 miles an hour. Right on schedule, Pomona and George Washington run into the predicted afternoon sun. Michigan's now running third. It's probably the most energy-efficient car with the best range. But when the sun's out and batteries are full, it can lose on speed. Sure enough, Michigan lost day 2 to Pomona, who was now only 1 minute behind overall. Pomona